Guys and gals, there are those who are excited about the metaverse, and then there are those who are not excited about the metaverse. And you want to know who's not exactly all in on the whole metaverse thing that's going on? Ken Kutaragi. The same Ken Kutaragi who is still known as the father of PlayStation. Now, why isn't he exactly all in and not really excited on the whole metaverse thing concept that's going on from Meta Platforms Inc.? He did have this to say. Being in the real world is very different, but the metaverse is about making quasi-real in the virtual world, and I can't see the point of doing it. You would rather be a polished avatar instead of your real life self? That's essentially no different from anonymous message board sites. Headsets would isolate you from the real world, and I can't agree with that. Headsets are simply annoying. Now, the quotes that I have, he did speak to Bloomberg, and, he was explaining to Bloomberg, on a project on a company that he has. So going from Sony's gaming division in PlayStation to now being CEO of an artificial intelligence startup company known as Ascent Robotics, which they're trying to do the opposite of Meta Platforms, previously known as Facebook, for those that are not aware or a little confused. Now, Ascent are just, working on technology that turns real world objects into machine readable data. Now, I admit I don't fully understand, but I'll try to say further. The idea is to create smarter, more versatile robots that will be able to perform various tasks and produce more than one kind of product. Okay? Now, Ascent's gear is aimed at retail logistics customers, freeing up human labor from simple tasks. Is it me, or is this whole Ascent Robotics trying to make humans lazy and fat? I mean, now that I think about it, this kind of reminds me of Wall-E, the Disney Pixar movie from, I think, 2008 or 2009. When there was that scene where Wall-E sees a plant, there's this white robot called Eve, and then I think it's somewhere in the third act, there's all these fat, lazy humans. That scene, it's still in my head because I always worry that, we're heading into that direction where we let robots and technology, basically replace all our mental and physical capabilities. It's kind of scary. The company did Ascent Robotics finished a roundup funding that they actually got from Sony, since, Kutaragi and Sony seems to have a relationship, funding of 1 billion yen, which is the equivalent of $8.7 million. Now, the technology that Ascent is developing is for its robotic systems. It'll help transform real world objects into readable data. Creating smarter, more versatile robots. Producing more tasks. So that's just kind of, it's almost like robot maids, robot slaves. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know what it is. Sounds like to me. It's just kind of strange. Good for them. I'm sure there's more than that. A lot of the information I found, it's on a Bloomberg story, but what it means to turn objects into readable data, maybe I don't know, you look at a pen and it brings up information about manufacture, color ink, length. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know for a fact, but I just have to assume that all kind of objects will turn into sort of computerized data that are stored in some sort of database. That's just the best I'm assuming. That's what I'm understanding.